Hey, I'm back. So we're gonna get right back to where we left off yesterday. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to come back and actually continue this because we watched a lot of movies last night, a lot of Kamen Rider movies. But anyways, before I get started, as usual, remember these lore videos, these the character profile specific ones, they should just only be seen as a basic overview at the end of the day. A lot of a lot of series that actually do cover really like complex in regards to lore and I know the lore, but I'm just trying to keep this as basic as possible for people that actually don't know the lore. So I'm not going to skip out on details, but I'll add as much detail as possible because I know some of them can get pretty confusing. For example, the Yumineko one I did the other day, like Yumineko is very complex. Like you get the full lore if you play the story, but it can get kind of hard. So I keep this as basic as possible for your average everyday viewer that doesn't have time to play the VNs. Okay. Anyways, I gotta get this done soon because I got 2 more days left before I leave. Okay, where was I? I'm just reading over this again. Okay. 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 I'm just looking over some stuff on my end. Give me a moment. Okay. I thought so. All right, that's fine. Just for my sanity, I'm gonna fix this. Okay. Again, this is only a rough draft. I'm just writing things that come off of memory. I'm gonna fact check in a moment. Or I'll be cute about this. For people that don't know, I write these via stream just for verification purposes. It definitely does help for verifying stuff and validation. Okay, I'm back to this. Hmm. I can word this better. Give me a sec. How do I want to go about this? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll touch upon them briefly. I don't want to go into too much detail about it. Because when you start going into detail about the secondary characters, it can get like all over the place, and I'm not trying to kill the pacing of this. To use, yeah, to use. All right, I'll highlight this later because I know I'm gonna have to change this. Okay. I'm gonna make this so like I'm gonna make this so bitter. So if I'm able to finish this today, which I probably will be because I have nothing planned for today, like today was just script writing day. I'll probably do this, maybe do a Metroid one, and depending on how tomorrow goes, I could probably start lore files. If not, I'll just have to do it when eventually I get back. But yes, that's the plan. Just finish this up and start the next script. Like this whole weekend is just for script writing. I'm already packed up and good to go. Not for long. No. I'm gonna be very cute right here. I have something in my dome that I want to write. It granted her. Oh, okay. Again, I'm being very cute there. I'm being very, very cute. Okay. Power made her a target, a living miracle in a world that feared miracles. Okay. There's another Yogi video. I touched upon Asuka, Mikia, and Touko. I'm gonna follow the same format, but not go too crazy into detail about them. Okay. We can start transitioning into that. So she held back. Strength. I like how this is gonna sound. I like it. To remain human. Okay. Okay, I like it. I'm probably gonna fix. I have this written down, but I'm gonna probably adjust it later. Lies not in failure. All right, I'm gonna go into detail about this. Okay. No, we can go into detail about that later. I kind of shot myself in the foot writing this way, but I can fix that later. Okay. Well, we'll highlight this, and I'll come back to this later. Okay. All right. Relationships. I'm just thinking like how I should go about Touko. Touko's funny, very very funny. I don't want to regurgitate. I don't want to regurgitate things that I said about Rio in the Ryogi video. It's mostly because they're the same character, but they're not the same character. Okay. What we can do is we're not gonna skip that. I'm just gonna focus more on other things right now. I'm just writing down some notes. Just give me one moment. I'll get back to this. Okay. I'm gonna have to talk about them because if I transition into Tsukihime without talking about them, it's gonna be kind of like oof. Okay. I'll briefly touch upon them, then we can move on to the Tsukihime section. Again, these are just seen as basic overviews. We're not going into extreme detail about the events that transpired in this portion of Aoko's life. Okay. One character. Like, I got about like 40 minutes left because I gotta go do some stuff real quick. me not butcher this spelling. Mainster. Mainster witches. They still keep in contact with each other. Emotional. I will fix that. Those who are okay. Now it's the basic of the basic. Hmm. I normally don't throw in headcanon. I don't like to throw in headcanon, but I got something. Keep- Because the way he is and the way she is, it's contradictory in a sense. Okay, let me write this. I'll write this down and I'll read over it again. However, the vast differences. No, we can be very cute about this. Differences. It is the worlds are different. I got something. The vast chasm between their worlds. There we go. The vast chasm between their worlds. That chasm between their worlds is untouched. Untouched innocence and some magical responsibilities. Renders their bond tragically unsustainable. It's the classic, we both live in two different worlds. Okay. However, the vast chasm between the worlds, his untouched innocence and her burdensome magical responsibilities rendered their bond unsustainable. Okay. Alright, now, the elephant in the room. Ugh. But they still have this one. It's this point. It's like a one-sided beef. It's Touko will not forgive Aoko, and again, robbery it does not help. I can't use usurp here. I really can't use it. I want to use it, but it's not gonna fit well. Just because. Hold on. Yeah, it's. I gotta think. I want to use it. No, I can't use it here. It's like Touko was in line for it, but it was given to Aoko. Yeah, we can't necessarily use it. I'd love to use it, but we can't use it, unfortunately. Okay, we'll just keep it simple. I'm gonna need to go that like stupid crazy about it. What am I doing? Can use it. Okay. I'll be able to use it. So let's see. Yep, I can use it. Reserved. I'm not gonna put the fact that Aoko literally stole the glasses from her, which probably did not help mend their relationship. Okay. Okay, we don't need to go that crazy. The familial. I got 30 minutes left. Then I gotta go. I gotta go to the post office real quick. Propound? Word. The fuck? Okay, word. I like the way this sounds. Okay, so now. I have to. I have to word this properly because. Hold on. Those three are fine, but let me conclude this section the right way before we transition into. Because I can't transition into Tsukihime slash Melty Blood without properly concluding this portion. Okay. These relationships. Isolation and despair. Aoko's narrative. Connections with Alice and breathe. Offering breathe. Nice. Companionship. Surmountable barriers between her and a life of normalcy. fractured bond with Silvo serves. Okay, I think that's good. That's perfect. All right, I can finally head into Tsukihime and Melty. So obviously, for people that don't know, Aoko in this portion, like Tsukihime slash Melty Blood, is a very she's more enigmatic and reclusive. Like she's barely there, but when she's there, she has a lot of impact. Like her actions define things that happen throughout the series. She's a ghost in a sense. She comes and goes as she pleases. How should I start this? I'm writing down some notes. Give me a second. Well, there's not a lot we can actually go on about. Okay. All right, I won't go that crazy. Okay. She definitely set into motion a lot of stuff that happened. That's for sure. Oh crap. Let's try to add some emotion to this. Because obviously when you think of Aoko in this universe, it's like, goddamn, your hair is bright. Your hair is definitely bright. A woman appeared. Let's add more emphasis to this. Red hair, glowing. Okay, that sounds crazy as fuck, but we'll roll with it. We'll definitely roll with it. Kind of regurgitating information from Ryogi's thing, but hers are a little bit more, definitely more powerful than his. It's full. It's okay. I'm gonna mention it. What is this, bro? I'm doing a request for Tsukihime. I gotta do this first, and I gotta get back into Resident Evil. I gotta do Metroid next, but I was requested to do Tsukihime, specifically this character. Then I gotta do Metroid Fusion later again, then Resident Evil probably tomorrow. I'm about to be finished with this, so I'll wrap this up, come back, do probably Metroid Fusion, maybe, then go from there. But do what? I'm writing a script for the video that I'm working on. I write the script real time, so for verification purposes. Give me a second. It's good to provide transparency whenever you're doing YouTube videos. So I write all my scripts real time. Okay. How do I want to word this? Further. Okay. It's kind of hard with these lore videos because you have to make sure everything is 100% accurate. Definitely accurate, especially when it comes to like visual novels like this. When it comes to like video games, it's fine for the most part. But when it comes to VNs, it's yeah, you have to really make sure you know what you're talking about. Okay. All right. I take top priority in requests. I have my own things that I have to do, like my own videos I have scheduled, but whenever someone requests something, I make it top priority. So I started this yesterday right after I finished my why horror game lore is captivating. So I started this yesterday. I will be done with this soon, then I'll do this video, then I'll come right back and do the next video I have to do. Okay. Strange. Powerful. Youth. Weird. And as mentioned, like she's legitimately a ghost in this part. Like she shows up whenever she wants to show up and just leaves whenever she wants to leave. And yikes, I definitely spelled that wrong. Okay. What's my favorite anime? Ooh, that's a good question. Back in the day, I was really good with shonen. I loved shonen back in the day. Nowadays not so much, but I would definitely have to say possibly Yu Yu Hakusho is probably my favorite one, followed by Inuyasha, besides all the filler episodes. But definitely when I was younger, I was really big into anime, extremely big into anime. Did cosplays, collected anime figures, all the jazz. Not so much nowadays because I got IRL responsibilities I need to focus on more. But yeah, definitely I was pretty big into shonen. I still kind of am into shonen. How about yourself? Okay, what was I? She gave him the tools. To live in. Oh, I'm in my 30s right now. Oh yeah, I'm 35. I'm old. Yeah, I've been around the block. If it's modern anime, I definitely do like modern. I'm not too keen on modern anime as much as the next guy, but give me a good series and I'll watch. I just finished up what was it? Yeah, Solo Leveling. I just finished up Solo Leveling. Pretty good season. Definitely good season. I read the manhwa. Well, yeah, and it stayed true for the most part. A lot more carnage, and a lot more aura. But yeah, when it comes to modern anime, I do watch it from time to time. Yeah, I read the manhwa. I prefer the manga over the anime. That's normally how it usually is. I'll read both versions of it. I'll go into detail with the manga, then I'll compare and contrast the anime. Usually, anime renditions aren't as good as the manga. That's a lot. There's a lot of shows actually, which is kind of tragic because you don't get the full experience. But in regards to Solo Leveling, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed both versions of it. But yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho, definitely when I was younger, was one of my favorites. Obviously, your typical shonen stuff, Dragon Ball, Bleach, all that stuff. More so, we did Naruto. I did Naruto. It was alright. Let's see. As mentioned, Inuyasha. What else? Demon Slayer. I don't mind Demon Slayer. I read it from beginning to end. Yeah, I read it from beginning to end. It's alright. It's the anime obviously does what it does. It's a spectacle whenever you watch the anime, but Solo Leveling definitely blew me by surprise. I wasn't expecting that rendition to be really, really good. Like it was really, really great. Like every single weekend I enjoyed watching it. It was great. Code Geass, huh? Ooh, Lelouch. Lelouch is great. When it comes to him versus Light in regards to smart people, I feel like he technically won if you want to be cute about it. Light died at the end of the day, but Lelouch, he had a plan for like everything. He didn't let Geass get better of him. He didn't let it cloud his mindset, just like Light did with the Death Note. I really need to rewatch that again. Code Geass was so great. It made me love pizza more and more. Yeah, Lelouch definitely was a great. He was a great protagonist. The supporting cast, not they were good. They're in their own areas, but Lelouch definitely stole the show. When it comes to the smart protag, I definitely prefer him like any day. Like he's awesome. He's an awesome guy. I feel it finished way too early. Like I didn't have anything to fill the void after Code Geass ended. It was like, damn, this was a good show from beginning to end. Live in this world and left abruptly, and then she left. Yeah. But I was really big into anime when I was younger. Anime figures, anime cons, cosplaying, all that jazz. Yeah, it was absolute cinema. Yeah, I was show talk for a week. When Nunnally opened her eyes, I was like, oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, like this show's been through a lot of phases. It has been. That was before. All that was before I joined the military, because I'm in the military right now, so I can't really collect anime figures or do like stuff like that as much as I can now, because I'm literally not at home. Definitely not at home right now. So if I had anime figures here, yeah, they'd get broken. But yeah, I'm not as much as I used to be, because just the way my life is nowadays, it's kind of hard. And then they had the movies where they revived. Where I'm in the United States. I'm in Texas. That's where my place of duty is. And then they had the movies where they revived him and shit. Yeah, like Lelouch, honestly, his legacy. You didn't want to screw up his legacy. He served a purpose. If you screw that legacy up, it just becomes really, really bad. That's why when you kill someone off, it's bad bringing them back. And this is my issue, like with Dragon Ball. Like I like Dragon Ball, but the amount of times that people got resurrected, it's like you just killed the impact of their death. Like Like for example, if Goku kept himself dead in the Cell Saga after the Cell Saga, he stayed dead. Yeah, it is. He stayed dead for a reason because he even stated it himself. People were attracted to his power, so every time something would happen to the Earth, it's because of him. So if he stayed dead, it was to protect the world. But then they kept on bringing him back and back and back. So, yeah, Frieza, for example. So when it comes to that, it's like I know, like, well, I know devs they wanna go about things in a certain way, but it's either the fans that force them to change the narrative, or it's something else that forces them to change the narrative. Like, there's a lot of series that probably should have stayed like finished, but fan outcry, money, and all that stuff just comes into the picture. Like for example, yeah, Frieza's impact was after his saga. Frieza should have stayed like gone, but we saw how that worked. He just keeps on coming back. He keeps on coming back more and more and more. That's kind of why I kind of strayed away from anime as the years went on, because it's like reading the mangas, I'm like, I get the full picture. Like the story ends where it ends, but if there's an anime adaptation, they'll do some weird stuff. They'll add some weird continuity, their own like lore, and it gets all over the place. Like there's a lot of series that just completely differs from their anime renditions. If I remember correctly, it was Freezing. Freezing was completely different from the manga. The manga was a battle manga. Then in the anime, it became something completely different. It was just all over the place. It just doesn't help. It really doesn't. So that's kind of the reason why I strayed away from anime over the years. Even in my duty station, there's like a big anime crowd over here, but I don't get into too much talks about them. Like I keep to myself when it comes to anime, because people are weird. People are strange in their likes. Okay. Like this series, for example, Tsukihime. There we go. Tsukihime is different in the visual novel, but in the anime they completely destroy there is no Tsukihime anime. That's the meme. They destroyed. Now anime is very mainstream. It is. The Tsukihime anime destroyed the series, kind of. I've never heard of it. Yeah, it's based on a visual novel. It's a visual novel turned anime turned fighting game. So it's in the same universe as Fate Stay Night, if that helps. It's in the same not universe. It's in the same category as Fate Stay Night, if that helps. Tsukihime came out. If you really wanted to be cute about it, Tsukihime, Fate Stay Night, Kara no Kyokai. There we go. That's the best way for me to describe it. It's like Fate Stay Night. Fate Stay Night became mainstream as hell. It wasn't. Back in my day, oh god, back in my day, like people knew about Fate, but not as much as they know about Fate now, because SGO, anime adaptations, etc., etc., etc. Her absence is as heavy as her presence. Like down here, like I mentioned, there's a big anime crowd down here. I just their likes are weird. Like Jujutsu Kaisen, like a lot of people love that here. They definitely do like it. I don't mind it. I've read it. It's pretty good. It's just not my cup of tea. I'm very picky these days when it comes to anime. Like if someone recommends me something to watch, I'll watch it. But I technically don't really go out of my way to watch things. Or if I hear about it, I'll see if there's a manga or a manhwa about it, then I'll actually go about it. She's barely mentioned in Tsukihime. It's an enigma. Literally an enigma. She shows up, does stuff, and just leaves. And yet, her shadow lingers over Shiki's every step. Shiki's every step. Like another franchise that I'm pretty familiar with is the Touhou franchise, but a lot of people don't like bullet hell games. So Yeah, most people who watched anime for a long time moved to manga completely. I would I would definitely say I was first introduced to anime, then I proceeded on to manga. I definitely agree with that statement. Like I think it was Bleach. It was definitely, yeah, it was Bleach that started it for me. Because a friend of mine, we were all watching Bleach at the same time when it came out back, God, 2008. Yeah, when the anime rendition was happening in 2008, we all started at the same time. Then a friend of mine was like, "Hey, you should read the manga." I'm like, "Manga?" Like I know of it. I'm like, "All right." Then he taught me how to read the manga from right to left. I'm like, "Wow, this is." Then I started to realize like, "Wow, this is great." Then I started noticing, yeah, they're cutting a lot of stuff in the anime that's in the manga. Then I did One Piece, and I'm kind of happy I did One Piece because I'm sorry, I don't mind One Piece for what it is, but that's a lot of episodes. That is definitely a lot of episodes. So definitely when it comes to like anime, I'll read the manga first, then I'll just compare and contrast it with the anime rendition afterwards. Isn't a guiding hand because like especially when Demon Slayer was when Demon Slayer was getting popular. Um, Goblin Slayer, for example. Yeah, Goblin Slayer, that was a big one. Like people were shocked when the Goblin Slayer anime came out. I'm like, first time? This is your first time. I went through that manga. God damn, I definitely went through that manga. The type of stuff you're seeing in the anime has nothing to compare to the manga. The guiding hand. She's the match that ignites. But definitely when it comes to anime, at least then on my side of things, I can't really have anime like figures here. Not because I can't have them, it's just the temple that we have over here at work, it's so like all over the place. I can be in and out in a moment, and I don't trust keeping figures out and about if and not in a protective casing. That's why it's like, yeah, I can't really do all that while I'm here. If I go home, when I go home, yes, I can probably do like a random ass anime figure review because I like it. I like lore. I like lore at the end of the day. This channel is primarily based on lore, whether it be anime lore, random ass Toho lore, or video game lore, visual novel lore. It's just a channel based on lore, like in various aspects. It's just when it comes to like anime, it's like it helps having a physical like example. That's why I have a lot of anime figures. Like, hey, here's this anime figure. Here's the lore about said character, and we just go from there. I think I have over like at least 200 back at home, and that bothers me. All right, she's the guiding. She isn't just the guiding hand. She's the match. Yeah, there we go. I like this. She's the match that ignites along. Oh, thank you very much. So, one thing that kind of I can't say it makes me mad about Fate Stay Night, like their universe. Fate Stay Night is awesome. It's just hard. Yeah, see you later. It's so hard to keep. It's so hard to keep like up to date with stuff. Mostly because FGO and things just updating over time. So I really, really, really have to keep up to date on things, especially with like lore videos. Okay, and that's a long. Slow burn. Oh shit, fuck. Slow burn. Okay, I actually have to start wrapping this up because I kind of lost track of time. Because I gotta go take care of some IRL things. And even that small act feels an unbearable mind's nest. Okay. Okay, let's actually... Where are we? Okay, I've talked about her appearance in Tsukihime. Now I feel like we can... Let's talk about her in Melty Blood. In Melty Blood... Aoko returns, but not as a savior. She is no longer. I mean, she kind of is, but I'm gonna just for narrative purposes, we'll word it this way: she's no longer the mysterious teacher. She is a walking anomaly. Okay, while retaining her, he appears as a ghost. No, I gotta word that better. She is like a ghost who appears and disappears as she pleases. In certain iterations of Melty Blood, she plays a role, a crucial role in the events that transpire. Whether he died, whether it be the creation of white Len, whether it be the creation of white Len, she is a ghost who appears and disappears as she pleases. In certain iterations of Melty, she plays a crucial role in the events that transpire, whether it be the events as she pleases. In certain iterations of Melty, she plays a crucial role in the events that transpire, whether it be the creation of white Len or manipulating. I'm being cute here. Manipulating events. They go on. Because it's not her story. She's just literally just there. She watches the events unfold and intervening just enough to make a difference. Never enough to truly obey. She is always moving, always running, always one moment away from disappearing again. One moment from disappearing again. Okay, I like that. We don't need to go that crazy because she's an enigma. Okay. Uh. Okay. I think we've done a good amount. Let's write down some notes. Okay. I'm gonna probably, yeah, I know what to do here. Okay. You gotta love the complexity of certain fake characters. You really, really do. Not fake characters. Type moon character. Sorry. Okay. I gotta finish this in the next 15 minutes. Yeah. All right. I think we can do it this way. I'm not gonna make this cringe. I'm burning by miracles. Forced. Yielding a power. Power that cannot be shared. Okay, I like that. In every incarnation, whether okay, I got something here. I got something. All right, let's go. Whether it's the fierce, yeah, I have something. Whether it's the fierce redhead walks. I don't mean this literally. Hurl past. Let's see. Should I? I can word that better. I'm writing something down. Hmm. I'm not gonna put that. Just holy shit! What the fuck? Damn, I really went in on this one. No. Let's go into. That's fine. How long have I been streaming this? Holy shit. An hour and 19 minutes. Okay. Okay. A world that runs on secrets quietly shifts because we chose to act. A world that runs on secret quietly shifts because she chose not to act. She chose to act. A world. A world that runs on secrets quietly shifts because she chose to act. Okay, that's fine. Aoko never asks. Understood. Wondered. I had a quote that I'm going to use here by David Jones. It is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up the conclusion soon. I gotta go take care of some IRL things. I'll come back. I'll start going over this. Then I'll start recording in a moment. And when I get back, when I'm actually done with all that, it's both a blessing and a curse. And later on tonight, I'll start the Metroid video to feel everything so very deeply. It's both a blessing and a curse to feel everything so very deeply. That can be used in a lot of ways. David Jones. The quote perfectly encapsulates Aoko's paradox. Wield the fifth magic is to stand on. Ooh, I was playing Tekken the other day too. Precipice. Yeah, precipice of time. Able to alter fate itself. And yet, Aoko chooses restraint. He feels the full weight of the lives around her, and unlike so many in her world, she does not run from consequence. Okay, that's good. We can still cook. She does not escape into the cold attachment of Magecraft. She suffers deeply and quietly because she cares. She suffers deeply and quietly because she cares. Yep, we don't need to do any more than that. Aoko's story is not one of triumph. And I totally butchered that spelling. It's not one of triumph. It is one of cost. He lives between the boundaries of what should be, and what must be, Okay, I think I got something here, and where power demands isolation. I like it. Okay. Her legacy. It's not written in books or sung in tales. It's in broken Timelines. Scattered memories. Scattered memories. In the hearts of people she's left behind. In the hearts. People she's left behind. Teaches us actions have consequences that even. All right, I'm gonna make this super dark. That even miracles come with blood. And that's the strongest thing a person can do is walk away. I like the way that sounds. She teaches us that our actions have consequences, that even miracles come with blood, and that the strongest thing a person can do is walk away. All right, let's wrap this up with a good way. All right, so this took me about 5 hours to do, including yesterday. So this is good. So let me do one more sentence. So now I ask you, if you held the power to change everything, an ultimatum, I guess, but had to lose yourself in the process. Would you still choose okay. I gotta read this whole little section again. She teaches us that our actions have consequences, that even miracles come with blood, and the strongest thing a person can do is walk away. So now I ask you, if you held the power to change everything, but had to lose yourself in the process, would you still choose to burn that path alone? I like it. I definitely do like it. Alright, so this is probably gonna be like a 7-minute video, so that's not that bad. So what we're gonna do is, unfortunately, I do have to go take care of some IRL stuff. So the rough draft is finished. I like the way it sounds. I'll do some corrective stuff when I come back. Then probably in the next few hours, I'll start recording the video and be good for the go from there. Later on tonight, I have to start the Metroid Fusion video, the X Parasite video. Then we'll go from there. Good stuff, and I'll see people later.